Good evening, everybody. You know, sometimes when we speak, some people think that maybe Paul, you are talking as an Igbo man because Igbos always wanted independent state. And you've never asked yourself, why are these people seeking to be free while they are the ones who fought to bring Nigerians together? Because when you talk about Nigeria, you cannot take out Igbo man. Zeke of Africa was there and a lot of Igbo people. The North was brought in with abeg, come and join. That's why Zeke was the one who fought for the independence of Nigeria. But when the independence came, he gave the highest honor to the North. He gave the Prime Minister to Tafawa Balewa in order for peace to reign and in order for Nigeria to remain one. Why are these people somehow? They are the major champion of separation, perhaps. Now, let me give you one of the reasons. The so-called governors of different states in Nigeria, they go and borrow money like if they are just fetching water in a tank, like if they are just fetching water in a wall. Recently, we saw what happened. China seized Nigeria airplane. What an international embarrassment. Do you know Nigeria, the giant of Africa, a country that has over 300 million people? Do you know that the highest wealth, the highest resources is the population? Imagine that Nigerian government can fix common traffic law. I said only traffic law. Believe you me, these guys are going to generate more money there than the oil. The police don't need to chase you. Nobody need to pursue you. Everybody need to have an address. Every vehicle running on the road must be registered. And once you disobey the traffic law, nobody is going to say, hey, why did you do this? Camera will catch you. And the bills will come. In a day, Nigeria is going to be making billions of naira. But nobody is talking about that. Everybody is more focused on oil money, oil money, oil money. How much are you even making from that oil? Hey, African people. African people. These people, Chinese governments, no, not Chinese government, Chinese private company seized the Nigerian aircraft. And according to the news, they said they sued Nigeria in UK, they sued Nigeria in Canada, they sued Nigeria in US, they sued Nigeria in almost about 5 countries. And they won the case. Nigeria has no case. Nigeria is a failed. She failed in all the cases. She lost all the cases. This is just the beginning. That's why we said, federal government, you are overburdening yourself. You are disturbing yourself. Everybody is blaming the federal. But do you believe that your state is getting trillions every month? Every state in Nigeria is earning billions every month. A local government in Nigeria is earning not less than 400 million naira every month. And they are not doing anything with that money. And nobody is talking. This is what Igbos have seen. And that is why they have come out clearly to say, you know what? Let's go back to the arrangement of our founding fathers, which is the 1960-1963 Constitution, which guarantee a local government autonomy to do whatsoever they want to do with what they have, which guarantee each region the right to govern themselves according to their tradition and way of life. How can somebody from the West go and borrow money and the entire federation will be held responsible and they will be embarrassing us by seizing our aircraft? How can somebody from the East will go and borrow money and they will put the burden on the whole state. How can somebody from the north will go and borrow money and all of us will suffer it? I think our so-called leaders, it is high time you guys come back to your senses. Yes, some of you guys said you guys are behaving like you don't care about the insecurity in the north. But the reality is that insecurity is everywhere. Southeast is not safe. Southeast is almost the worst. Right? But what do we need to do to stop all these things? Security is local. In every functioning state around the world that I know, that you know, eh, they localize security. China is safe today because of what? They localize, everybody is a security officer there, police officer. If you go to America, where you copied your democracy from, every state in America have their own security outfit, their own police. They have their own vigilante. How can somebody from the north come and pursue a criminal in the east? And how can somebody from the east go and pursue a criminal in the west? You don't know the terrain. You don't know the environment. It cannot work. And I have to protect my brother from a foreigner. We know ourselves. We shouldn't lie. When an Easterner go to the north, they see you as a visitor, not as a Nigerian. It is only Igbo man that behaves like a Nigerian. Only Igbo man is the one who has business in the north, develop north, employ the northerners, have a business in the west, develop west, employ the westerners, have a business in the south, employ the southerners, and develop their place. But nobody, none of you guys have even a plot of land in the east. Rather, you come to ask us to give you our land free in the name of Roga. Shame on you. But the reality have to be reality. The reality is the reality. What can we do to stop all these things? I don't want you to suffer for what I did. And I wouldn't want to suffer for what you did too. That is why when we go back to 1960-63 Constitution, there is no way an Easterner will go and borrow money and the entire federation will be held responsible. No. The government of that region have to be held responsible. So my fellow youth, my fellow people, my fellow Nigerians, I hereby ask you to adopt and to support the movement of going back to the ideology of the founding fathers, to go back to 1960-63 Constitution, and believe you me, your life will never remain the same again. And there will be no more fuel scarcity in your state like it is now. Thank you.